Hello everyone, Jawtooth again. Guess what? We got a rock train headed westbound right now. A loaded rock train, and we've got the Green Goblin leading. Wow, this is going to be awesome. Look, that's nice out today too. Perfect weather. Look at my mirror. Mirror has been replaced. Thanks, Ralph, for sending that to me. I can't believe that I got that thing put on finally. It took me forever to get it put on because I was in Pennsylvania. But man, it makes a difference. So we got a rock train coming right now. It's going to have the 6-axle unit, the Green Goblin on the front, and I'm not sure how many loads of rock or if there's anything else. So let's find a spot up here and catch it. Here we go. Perfect weather and the late evening train. Let's see what we got. All right, check this out. Said something about a tree that hit them.
My beautiful face. Past the new crossing, east of the crossing, there's a big tree left. Turn my head and smack me right in the face. Is that east of the crossing or what? East. Okay.
He said he got hit by a tree limb. He's asking if they could get somebody with a backhoe to go over there and knock that tree out of the way.
Is it the one up by the curve there, or is it just like right the one that we messed with that one day, right? Maybe like 3 or 4 car lengths from the crossing? I'd say about 3 or 4 car lengths, maybe a little bit more east of the crossing. Looks like it's a fairly newer branch that's fallen down. Alright, you take a look at it.
That was the engineer talking to the conductor. This is a good rock train. Westbound loaded rock train. I'm in Sardinia, downtown Sardinia, Ohio. Last car. All right, let's go get them again. We'll get them up here somewhere. I'm looking straight into the sun. Hope it's coming out good. It's my backup camera. My good camera is down. I dropped it on the ballast in Pennsylvania. More on that story in a minute. But wait, there's more. Of course it is. I want to show you something here. Look at this. Got my mirror put on. All right. Thanks for sending that to me, Ralph. That is really nice. You don't know how much you miss these things until you don't have it. Oh, it has been a pain without that mirror. I don't know if I told everyone, but my mirror got destroyed when I was in Hamilton, Ohio. I was sitting by the tracks, just messed around on my cell phone. Didn't have the engine on or nothing, just sitting there in the truck. And another truck came by and just whacked it right off there, destroyed it. So I haven't had that thing on for quite a while. Yeah, that happened a long time ago. I should have got that thing fixed before then. Just been so busy, just couldn't get to it. Now, today, we're chasing Cincinnati Eastern Railroad with the B23-7 General Electric locomotive, the second unit. Love that engine. You don't see many of those in use anymore. It's actually not a U-boat. A lot of people say it's a U-boat, but it's not. And we've also got SD40-2, number 3512 leading, running long hood forward. So I'm on Sicily Road between Sardinia and Mount Orab, and we're going to catch it going over this bridge here next. We're going to get the engineer side this time. Keep in mind it's running long hood forward. So this will be a great view from over here. Almost the end of October. Can you believe that? Anyways, here we go. All right, here it comes. Sounds like it just notched down just a little bit for this bridge. Listen to that. Cool, you saw me. All right, I counted 24 cars on that one. We're gonna go up to Mount Orab, get them again, and don't go away because we still got the hill. The hill is the grand finale. That'll be good, watch them go up the hill. 24 cars of rock. And this is Sicily Road, just outside of Sardinia right here. There's the main road, that's Tri-County Highway. Let's head on up the road, here we go. There, it's that time of year again. Time of year when they're out doing the harvest. I think that stall's the same ones that does my farm. Look at the dust. That time of year again. All right, we're getting them in downtown Mount Orab. I'm trying to take some different angles or something different. I know I keep getting the same ones, but there's not really that many crossings to get them at between here and Williamsburg. So I'll see what I can do. See if I can come up with something a little bit different. Coming into Mount Orab right now. And in the next 5 or 10 years, this is gonna look a lot different right here because all this land on the right is gonna be developed. Got some big developments coming into Mount Orab right now. So 5-10 more years, this will be a historic video here. Already got a bunch of new stuff coming in on the left. I'll show you. There's a whole bunch of new condos and apartments on the left over here. They're putting in a ton of stuff. Look at this. Big time construction there. Clover Meadows. There you go. Coming to Mount Orab. But wait, there's more. There always is. I'm in downtown Mount Orab, right over here at the train station and the old caboose. See that? We got the train coming from this way, and I'm on the engineer side again since they're running long hood forward. Let's see, the conductor is down there at that crossing, protecting the crossing. All right, let's see what we got here. Sun's coming back out. I actually got a little bit of rain on me at that last stop when I was waiting for the train, just a few sprinkles. So we got clouds kind of coming and going and some rain, but here we go. Oh, I'm in 4K on this one. I want to do this shot and also Williamsburg in 4K. That way we can get some good pictures out of it. This ought to be awesome because a lot of times they'll have to notch up a little bit. There's a little bit of a grade going out of Mount Orab, so they'll have to notch up a little bit to make that grade. Back in the winter, they had a really heavy train I think it had the small engine on it. It didn't make it up the grade out of Mount Orab. They had to bring another one in and tie onto it. All right, here we go. Yep.
Lights and gates on 3512.
There's good old Freddy on the back. Hope I didn't shake the camera too much. I'm not really used to this camera. I haven't used it a whole lot lately. I know I kind of shook it a little bit. You gotta really concentrate on these cameras to not shake them, especially when you're zooming in like this on 4K. All right, I'm getting somewhere else. Maybe Peavine Road. Good on the roll by, the conductor said. So I'm going to get on somewhere else before they get to Williamsburg. Then we've got the hill. So I might go back to 1080 for the next shot, just because I think I'm a little bit too shaky on the 4K. Yeah, it takes a lot of concentration to get the shot just right. All right, let's go get them again. Here we go. There you go, the main intersection in downtown Mount Orab. I'm headed westbound. That's the old police station on the left. Here we go. There's another railroad crossing on this road here, Brooks Malott, just right down there. Usually I can't beat the train to that one. I might have been able to do it this time. Look at that. It's way down that way, about a mile. I might have been able to do it. I guess I'll go up maybe to Bodman. That's the next crossing up this way. About a mile or two. I just got back a few days ago from Horseshoe Curve. I was in Altoona, Cassandra, Gallitzin, Crescent, and a few other spots. But the very last stop was Lilly, Pennsylvania, and I dropped my camera. After I filmed the train, I dropped it, and it landed just perfect on a rock to kind of destroy it. It shattered the whole thing. I couldn't believe it. I've only dropped that camera 2 times. It's my main camera. The other time I dropped it, just put a little crack on it. This time, it looks really bad. So I messed up my camera, and none of the controls work on it. My wife somehow figured out how to get some of those videos off of it. So she got a bunch of clips off. Then I'm working on those for Horseshoe Curve, and also, let's see, what was the other one? Gallatin. Got an R.J. Corman train that teamed up with Norfolk Southern to move a huge grain train. That'll be a good one. I'm working on that one right now. But yeah, I'm having a hard time getting stuff off that camera, so I'm using my backup camera. I don't use this one here very often, so hopefully I won't jiggle it very much. That last stop, there was 2 cars on the other side waiting for the train, and then 1 car came up right when the train was coming, so I couldn't get the gates going up. I tried to get the gates going up and down as much as possible. There's a 1-car rule here, and this road's really narrow, just not wide enough for 2 of them. So we are just outside of Mount Orab right now. All right, got my tires off the right hand side. Let's go to Williamsburg, get the train going on the hill. It's be grand finale. This will be a good one. I'm gonna get down the flats, down the low area, right before they come to the curves in the hill. We got a bunch of crossings that they'll go across there, so this will be a good one. Here we go. Downtown Williamsburg, Ohio, founded in 1796. And let's see, the police department's over there. The fire department's on the other end of town. Now, it used to be up here on the left, but they built a new station, a bigger one, and closed the one down. It's up on the left over here. This is Clermont County, Ohio, about 25 miles or so east of Cincinnati. Population 2,570. There's the old firehouse right there. That became a brewery for a while. I'm not sure what it is now. So we're going to go up here and get the train. This will be the grand finale. I'll put it back in the day for this one. Here we go. Just a little bit of rust showing on the rail here in Williamsburg. Not much. Brand new tie right there. New spikes. Let's have a look at the rail. Rolled in 1984. Count the dashes, I don't know, maybe August, just guessing. Look at there, 136 pounds. This is really heavy rail here on this curve. And I forgot what CF&I stands for. Gotta look that one up. All right, now you know. Old Norfolk and Western color position lights on the left. Getting a good run here at the hill. Was that awesome or what? That was a good one. Man, those engines were working. Got plenty of smoke. Had plenty of locomotive power. Working on the hill over here. Williamsburg, westbound. Next stop will be Afton, just a couple miles up the road here. They'll stop at Afton. I think it's about time to quit for the day. And right here, this dumpster is full of old railroad ties. They've been replacing ties, so they've got old scrap ties in here. They cleared out some of the brush here. That was really nice. Look at this, you can see this curve really good now. You get the rest of that stuff right there before it gets out of control. This is a good spot. When the sun is behind the clouds like it is now, this is a really good spot. If you're here in the afternoon or late afternoon, the sun's right in your eyes at this spot and it's not good. You need to go up on the other crossings. A couple of good crossings up that way you can get the train. Main Street or Gay Street or Tollgate. All right, thanks for watching my videos, everyone. I appreciate your support. I'm not used to this camera here. My main camera got destroyed, so I gotta get another one. So I know there's a couple spots in here it doesn't look really good. Kind of shook it a little bit. Might have been off on the color a little bit too. So I'm still getting used to this one here. This was my backup camera. Now it's gonna be my main camera until I get another one. Thanks for watching. Check out another video. Help my channel out. See you later. Listen to that. Hey, here's something interesting. I got the oil change in my truck the other day, and after I got it back, see how it says -40? That's the outside air temperature. It's stuck on that. I went back up there and showed them that on my truck, because it wasn't like that before, but they said that it didn't have anything to do with them changing the oil, you know, that the sensor was in a different spot. So I don't know. It's just kind of odd that it did that just by coincidence the same time they changed the oil. Does anybody know anything about that? Could they have done that by changing the oil somehow? So I'm not sure how to correct that, or if I gotta take it to the dealer. They told me I need to take it to the dealer to get them to look at it to try to fix it. So that's supposed to be outside air temperature, and it's definitely not -40 outside right now. There's the ducks. There are still some of them. There's some babies. About 7 babies are left still. One's got 4, another one's got 3. Boy, they sure aren't used to people though. Can't get near them. Hey Brandy, what are you doing back here? That is an old dog, but a good one. All right, Chessie and Loki went back in the weeds somewhere. Not sure where they went to. There's Chessie. Where's Loki at, Chessie? Where'd Loki go? Back here? I gotta do some work on this fence over here. We might be getting a couple horses in here temporarily. There's a friend of mine. He's got a couple horses. Might be in here, but right here, this is a problem spot. There's not a whole lot of a fence left here in this little area. Just all rotted. You've got, I think, 1 wire right there. This is a gate. See, it's a really old gate. Need to replace it. And then right here's the fence. Just 1 single wire. Then it goes back to woven wire right about in here. From there on, it's okay. Just needs tightened up and needs a strand of barbed wire run around here all the way around, really. Beans are ready for Farmer Johnson. They should be picking these at any time. Stahl's Farms does our beans here, and Farmer Johnson works for Stahl Farms. He's related to him and he's got a YouTube channel. He helped me ride in the combine last year when they were getting the beans. That was pretty cool. Hey, look who it is. It's Loki. There he comes, booking. Loki, hey there, buddy. How you doing? That's a good dog right there. Look at that. Boy, he's got the energy. Hi, Loki. There's Chessie and Loki right on the back property line. There they are. This is the very back property line for the Jawtooth compound. There they are. There's the Jawtooth compound. Big forest. Then you come out here. Big gigantic soybean field. Let's see. There's a couple, what do you call them again? You hunt deer from that one, little building. There's another one right there, way over there. The one over here is kind of hard to see. Right there, straight in front of me in the middle. Kind of hard to see that. Way back behind the Jawtooth compound on the back line here. There's another balloon. We find these things back in the woods all the time. See that? They come from Cincinnati. People launch them up in the air and they come down east of Cincinnati. They float to us. We get these things a lot. I'm gonna pick all this trash up.